Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. If you're already a subscriber, thank you so much for being a Nini Tan. If you don't know what a Nini Tan is, they are the most adorable and honest people on the internet. If you want to be one, just subscribe to my channel. We all know Jennie Kim from the mega girl group, Blackpink. We know her as many things: a singer, rapper, dancer and actor. But did you know this extremely successful woman gets an immense amount of hate as well? Most people who don't know her would say, but why? She seems nice. Well, sweetheart, you're taking this the wrong way. It's not her who's the problem. It's the public and their shameful attitude, empathetic mindset towards celebrities these days. Today we'll discuss the true reason why Jennie gets hate. No, not her dating scandals, lazy scandal, bad attitude scandal, the idol scandal. None of those. The real reason is something completely different, and it is scientifically proven through the common human psychology.
Let's talk about how being a hater makes you ugly. Literally, it will actually make you physically unattractive and energetically. You know how words are energy, words are frequency, words are a spell on us. So if you're constantly someone that complains, or you're speaking negatively, or you're hating on other people, 100% that's going to reflect in yourselves. People who are attractive, comfortable with themselves, they don't feel the need to hate on other people as well, because they're too busy focusing on themselves, working on themselves. You will never catch someone that's actually doing well in life or working on themselves hating on another person or preying on their downfall. Once again, it's always the unattractive people who hate on the attractive people. You're not going to see an attractive person try to bring down someone that's unattractive. And it's not all about physical beauty, it's about energetic beauty as well.
Before starting, we need to know what the term hate actually means. What is hatred? Why do people do it? Everyone says hatred is when you strongly dislike someone, but I don't think most people will be surprised to know that in reality, hatred is an emotion caused by jealousy, insecurity, obsession, fear, and anxiety. According to the basic human psychology, human beings cannot hate. We just aren't created with a sense of strong disliking. Of course we can dislike someone, but that is only when you have a valid and personal reason with the person you dislike. But still, no matter how much you dislike the person, that would not be hating. What we are capable of is a strong feeling of jealousy and insecurity, which in today's day and age, people tend to call hatred. Please note that only miserable people hate others. Everything I will talk about in this video will not only apply for Jennie haters, but haters of all celebrities, most related to K-pop idols such as BTS and its members individually, and IVE's Wonyoung. And all these haters end up with one conclusion: sadness. Just think about it. If people were happy, would they feel insecure, obsessed, fear and jealousy in a bad way in the first place? Would they wish for people's downfall, hate them and talk bad about them? No, they wouldn't, but they do. This proves that they aren't happy in themselves or their personal lives either. Why do you think Jennie, being the most hated idol, is also the most loved female idol? Because there are many happy and satisfied people who've discovered the truth behind her story, her scandals, and the truth behind all this unnecessary hate she gets. And that is how they became her fans. Because they were in a good spirit and actually cared to figure out why, unlike haters who hate on her every opportunity they get just to release their own stress. Because if they were happy in their lives, they would have been fans, because they would have had the spirits to get to the bottom of her hate and find out about the truth. But instead, they acted dumb and blindly followed the internet. Although haters can be annoying, these are pitiful people who we should pray for. Have you ever seen a hater hating Jennie for anything other than her role in the idol, her lazy scandal, or her dressing sense, at least currently? No. And why is that? Because of their strong obsession towards this woman, including what she does in her career, what she wears, and her 5-year-old scandal. Do you know what haters would have done if they actually weren't obsessed with Jennie? They would have let it go. They wouldn't have cared. They wouldn't have wasted their time on Jennie if they truly thought that she was lazy or bad at her job. But they didn't. You know what they did instead? Opened up YouTube channels and accounts on various social media platforms, dedicated their username and profile pictures to Jennie on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and more, and made an endless amount of posts and videos dedicated to Jennie just to show their hatred towards her, and this is a strong proof of their endless obsession towards this woman. Do you really think if they actually didn't like her they'd open YouTube channels based on her, accounts based on her, make videos about her, and basically dedicate their entire life online to her? Because that doesn't seem like something a hater would do. That seems like something a fan would do. So what are you trying to tell me? Haters are fans? Yes, my dear. That is exactly what I am trying to tell you, and no one can tell me this is not obsessed fan behavior, because it is. Let me give you an example. In school, do you talk to the kid that you dislike like he or she is your best friend, or do you ignore them? Of course, you ignore them. Why? Because you don't like them and you don't consider them someone you would like to talk to or hang out with. That is true disliking and normal human behavior. Unlike that, Jennie's haters try to show to the world how much they hate her by making videos, posts, calling her names, and all sorts of bad things, which is simply not something a true hater would do. Also, did you know most of her haters actually even watch The Idol just to find something to hate her for? That is how obsessed they are, because somehow these supposed antis know her every line and scene enough to throw a comment, which just shows how much they love her. This is a very obvious aspect of Jennie's hate. Have you noticed that her haters criticize her based on everything she actually gets more praised for? Like her stage presence, her rapping, her singing, her dancing, her visuals, and more. This is caused through jealousy. People tend to criticize or talk about something related to a person in a negative manner when they are jealous of that person. And usually they are jealous because that person is good at something, so they target exactly the thing that person is good at. Suppose you are good at singing, and I'm jealous of the fact that you're a good singer, so I will talk bad about specifically your singing, because I know it's good. But I don't want it to be good. It's like that. So for example, Jennie's haters always criticize her based on her stage presence or dancing skill when she is actually praised for those two talents. Her haters body shame her when she is known for having one of the most perfect figures in the industry. They criticize her visuals when she is also considered the most beautiful female idol. All of this behavior, criticizing someone based on something everyone knows they are good at or they are praised for, is caused due to jealousy. Have you ever seen fan accounts of other celebrities talking about Jennie? Specifically talking negatively about Jennie? That sort of behavior is caused due to insecurity. When you talk about someone else negatively while comparing him or her to someone you like, it means you are insecure. I have seen many fan accounts of other K-pop idols talking negatively about Jennie and comparing her to their fave. This type of rude behavior means that deep down, whoever is talking shit about Jennie also strongly disagrees with whatever he or she is saying, him or herself, because they would have never compared Jennie with their fave if they actually thought Jennie was no better. But because they do, they feel the urge to talk bad about Jennie just to make their fave look better and give themselves a mental relief. Jennie is, in short, their trigger point. I have seen many fan accounts of Jisoo, Rosie and Lisa, mostly Lisa and Jisoo, comparing their faves with Jennie. They would have never done this if they thought their fave was actually at the top. Let me also mention that most solo stans of Blackpink members, ONCE's, solo stans of Chewie, Nayeon and Sana, ARMY's, V, Jimin, and Jungkook solo stans, and a few other fandoms really hate Jennie. And this is solemnly because they are insecure about themselves and their faves, so they talk shit about Jennie because Jennie is someone they genuinely think could beat their idol. They wouldn't care and talk about Jennie so much if they actually thought their fave was better. Have you also noticed that most fans of Lisa continuously rob Jennie of her nicknames and titles? This too is an act formed by an extremely high level of insecurity, which Lisa stans feel towards Jennie. They stole Jennie's nickname of Global It Girl, Mandu, Trendsetter, Fashion Queen, Sold Out Queen, and more. Mind you, Lisa doesn't fit any aspect of being a knit girl, does not have chubby cheeks, and has set only below 10 trends in her 8 years of career, while Jennie has been setting trends even before debut, and has set over 20 trends throughout the world. Lisa is also known for having the least good fashion sense out of her group members, while Jennie the best. I am not hating her or trying to compare her. I am just stating the fact that Lilies gave Lisa these nicknames just because Jennie has them, as Lisa has not done anything on her own to gain them. They also said Lisa was the most popular female K-pop idol because she is the most followed idol on Instagram. I have said this before, but the truth is that most of Lisa's followers aren't real, as her fans follow her from multiple accounts. So, it's like the same person following her just from many accounts. This is why Hype Auditor ranked her 4th in the Instagram influencer list based on followers, and ranked Jennie 2nd instead. In reality, her followers are lesser than Jennie's, around 70 million. Even though Jennie has been known to be the most popular female idol from 2018 to now. These kind of acts of lying about Lisa's achievements, which in reality are Jennie's achievements, are also caused due to a high level of insecurity. Let me tell you something, Lisa's fans are both psychologically and physically more obsessed with Jennie than Lisa. Because in every video or post on Jennie, you'll always see a Lisa stan complaining in the comments and spreading negativity. They are extremely insecure and they make it too obvious. They're always trying to prove Lisa is somehow better, which, as I mentioned, they wouldn't do if they actually thought Lisa was better. This proves that they take Jennie as a threat and competition. Have you seen fans attacking specifically Jennie in pictures of her with her group members or other idols? I have seen it in pictures of her with Lisa, Jisoo and BTSV. The fact that they attack Jennie by maybe saying the other idol in the picture is better in some way, or even indirectly attacking Jennie by supporting the other idol too much in a toxic way, is an act of insecurity. If you aren't insecure, you would never attack her, because you would either be focusing on your fave or either you wouldn't care. Let's take the example on how V and Jennie got hate for their apparent relationship. They both got hate from each other's fans, but the truth is, the fans aren't angry. They are insecure. These type of fans, who hate on their idols' relationships, are not fans. They are obsessed people who want you. These kind of people are obsessed and dangerous, and I don't know why, but something tells them that they have a chance to be with the world's biggest Asian phenomenons. Normal fan behavior will be either happiness or lack of care, not raging out in anger and insulting the other person in the situation. This, you could say, is a mixture of jealousy and insecurity. Jealousy, as people believe your fave has been taken, and insecurity because it's not you who's the one taken. As I mentioned in the aspect of jealousy, people criticize Jennie in the things she is already known to be good at, which is a sign of being jealous of her. But the reason why they do it is caused due to insecurity. They feel insecure seeing people complimenting Jennie, so they criticize her to get their feeling of anger and insecurity out, and that insecure feeling turns into jealousy. Another example of the feeling of jealousy and jealousy is when solo stans bring up their fave in Jennie's videos. I have seen this numerous times. For example, in one of my videos about Jennie's success, a toxic Lisa stan commented, and Lisa broke all of those. Excuse me, but I think you're a Lisa stan. What are you doing in a Jennie video? The fact that this solo stan of Lisa got triggered enough by seeing Jennie's achievements that he or she had to make this irrelevant and incorrect comment just proves the amount of insecurity Jennie has put upon these poor people. Jennie makes these people feel like they for some reason need to compare their faves with her. These solo stans wouldn't do these kind of things if they actually thought their faves were the best, or if Lisa actually did break all of Jennie's records. The fact that these solo stans keep comparing Jennie with their idol and bringing up their fave in videos and posts about Jennie shows that they take Jennie as a challenge. She is considered to be an idol who can actually beat other idols in almost all criteria, even by solo stans, which leads to them showing this toxic behavior. I have another good example about jealousy plus insecurity based on personal experience, but to save more time I'll add it in the description, so you guys can go. Have you noticed haters always bringing up her lazy scandal in the middle of everything? Whether it's about her visuals, good performance, or just her saying something, or being complimented by other artists, her antis and other solo stans are always bringing up her lazy scandal. Even in videos where she's actually performing like a pro, some dumb people comment things like, "She's finally performing decently," or "Why are we praising her for finally doing her job?" These kind of malicious comments are formed through the combination of insecurity, jealousy, and obsession. Let's face it, this scandal is also the only bit of reason they have to hate Jennie. Although the scandal and everything is over, they're still sticking on to it because that's honestly all they've got. Firstly, they are obsessed with her lazy scandal. Even though her lazy scandal had been debunked 6 years ago, and she is currently known as one of the idols with the best stage presence. Her haters always stick to that one scandal. Why? Because they have absolutely nothing else to criticize her on. Even though this scandal has passed by, a few below 50-second clips of Jennie performing towards the end of a concert where mind you, all members performed with the same energy, or while resting keep on recycling, which causes haters to say she is still lazy. It doesn't matter what they say, but the fact that they can never get over this 5-year-old scandal is just embarrassing. This shows how obsessed they are with Jennie and this scandal. Secondly, they are jealous of her accomplishments. They keep on bringing this scandal in the middle of the good things because of how jealous they are of Jennie's success, to the point they can't even stand her getting praise anymore. Thirdly and lastly, they are insecure towards their true thought. Do you know what haters really think when they say these mean things? They believe they are themselves wrong. They are insecure about the truth that Jennie is actually an amazing and praiseworthy performer. So when they see videos of people doing something they are scared and jealous of, which is praising her, they get insecure and start attacking her and twisting the entire situation in the comments. Have you noticed that haters always pay attention to everything but stay away from Jennie's accomplishments and success? I mean, they literally never talk about it or reply to videos about it, and when they do, it's something unrelated to the video, like randomly calling her scandalous or lazy. They do this because they are simply scared of this woman's success and popularity. They try to distract people from her achievements by twisting everything people say, and this is, as I mentioned, a sign of extreme insecurity. They are just afraid of what Jennie is achieving. This causes another trigger in them. I'm sure everyone has heard toxic solo stans or simply just haters calling Jennie names like Jenslit, Jen Lazy, Jen Pig, and more, and that happens because they are scared, insecure, and obsessed at the same time. Firstly, they are scared of her achievements. They make up names for her because they are afraid of her achievements, so before anyone can shut them up with a single achievement, they start calling her names to somehow keep the hate train going on. The fact that they always avoid her achievements or make up excuses just proves how scared they are of getting their true feelings and her success exposed. Secondly, they are obsessed with her. This entire situation implies that they actually care about her, because if they actually disliked her, they wouldn't even talk about her, rather than calling her names, because then they would be uninterested in her. but because she attracts them and they are miserable, they call her names. Remember that this is again something fans do, and not haters, indicating a sign of obsession with Jennie and ties. Thirdly and lastly, they are insecure towards her success. They are too insecure towards themselves or their faves to digest Jennie's great success. So they just make up negative names to cover up that insecurity and themselves mental relief. They feel insecure on seeing her achieving, so calling her negative names gives them satisfaction internally. The whole point on these names even existing is because she is popular. If she wasn't popular, people wouldn't even know her to hate her in the first place, but because she is, they hate her. They indirectly prove her popularity, and these pathetic and irrelevant names indirectly prove their fear and insecurity towards this popularity that she has. Thank you for watching this video, guys. If you enjoyed it, please don't forget to like it and subscribe to my channel for more content on Jennie. Also, don't forget to read the description, and always remember that Jennie is strong no matter how much hate she gets. I hope you know the haters' real mentality now and stop feeling bad for Jennie, but instead start feeling proud to stand such an envied and powerful woman who is literally in charge of people's entertainment and feelings. The trigger point of the K-pop industry.